So I just thought about what I want to talk about. It was kind of getting a little disjointed in my last video, and I'm trying to make sure that these videos are short and sweet so that people can listen to them and go on about their day really quick. So this video is going to be about the culture of abuse that we are in right now. Very challenging for me, constantly hearing about everybody from our commander-in-chief to other people in very high positions of power having said things to women about women and done things, including the gymnast. I just read about that when I was at the allergy center the other day. The gymnast that had been harassed when she was young. And sometimes I'll hear a guy making some sort of crass comment about, oh, the women that they're all, bringing all this stuff to the table. And you know what? I'm like, hallelujah. We have lived under the patriarchal umbrella of abuse for too long, and it's not acceptable. And the hashtag Me Too is, in my opinion, the best thing that's happened in a long time, because what is done in darkness will come to light, and the truth will set you free. And I just feel like I am really excited that women are coming and speaking their truth. A lot of times when women are abused in society, often, and I'm talking about sexual abuse, I'm talking about sexual harassment, I'm talking about light discrimination, just kind of inappropriate things that go on, especially when women are younger. They don't feel comfortable. They want to keep their job. They don't want to get someone in trouble and then lose their job. And a lot of times law enforcement, there's been a culture of not taking it seriously, and then their family members, often if it's someone in their family that does that, their family members are not interested. Family members are not interested in knowing their truth about what happened. And so I'm just like, yes, hallelujah, good. Let's let the darkness, what is done in the darkness, come to light. And all these people in all these positions of power, it's come out. Even Russell Simmons, who is an amazing mega music producer, prolific, so awesome with his talent, he has come out and he has apologized for things that he did. And it's unacceptable. I feel that anybody who takes advantage of women and children, who are two of our most vulnerable populations on the planet Earth, it's unconscionable. There is a special place in where for that type of behavior. And it doesn't matter what she is wearing. It doesn't matter, if she has a short shorts or a short skirt. That does not legitimize violence against her. It does not legitimize any sort of inappropriate, unwanted, unsolicited, underage behavior. It's absolutely freaking unacceptable. And I'm done. And I'm done with the people who seem to want to find some way to legitimize this behavior. It's just not okay. And I'm not saying that if it's the opposite gender doing it, that it's okay either, women against men. But that's something that doesn't, just in general, due to the way of nature, it doesn't happen that much. But it's not acceptable either. It's not acceptable on either side. So all of this, minimizing, trivializing of the situation needs to stop. These people, at the very least, hopefully they can have some penitence and be held accountable for their actions. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we are still finding ways to legitimize these things. And I just read a book by Gabrielle. I'm reading a book, Gabrielle Union's book right now, where she talks about her own experiences with sexual violence and sexual assault. And she just really now is like a major champion of women pertaining to these issues because of what happened to her, which is unbelievable. And people don't think about the irreparable damage that is done to women and girls and men, of course. I don't want to exclude them, but I'm primarily talking towards women right now because they're a main part of the population that is very vulnerable, and children. These abuses and assaults and little things that happen as women get older and they're in the workplace and just being taken advantage of, how it affects them in their heart, their psyche, their body, their all of their makeup, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. It's not okay. And it needs to stop. And the people who want to legitimize this situation by saying, oh, well, you know, she asked for it, it was what she was wearing. I'm sorry. It's like, are you serious? No. And to all the men out there who want to be so callous, I guess, what I'm trying to say, I encourage them to think about their nieces, their daughters, their grandmothers, their mothers. Think about women in a way other than objectification, that women in your life in like a family way. And maybe that will help you to kind of visualize and have a different perspective and have a little bit more empathy for someone who has been abused and how that really affects them for the rest of their life. And I wish upon all women of the world that these things would never happen, and that we would all be safe. And so I will be praying for that, but I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Sexual violence, sexual abuse, sexual assault, inappropriate touching, inappropriate, unwarranted, unsolicited, all the words that start with un. I mean, that's a great prefix to use in this context. It's unacceptable. It's point blank, simply unacceptable, and it needs to stop. And we need women and men to rise up together to say enough is enough and be allies and to help women and girls to be safe. So that's what I wanted to say on that issue and that topic. And I hope you're having an amazing Saturday evening. I'm probably going to sign off for now and watch a movie. And hope you have an incredible evening. Thank you for listening. Till next time, my name is Bloom, and it was wonderful to talk to you this evening.